Here we go again. They did it to me again, right? They did it to me again. What's going on? What's going on, Facebook? How are you? I hope you can see me because, of course, the camera switched around again. And it's not switching back. So hopefully you guys can see me. It's recording well. Definitely let me know if you're streaming and you see me on Facebook. Let me know that you can see me. If not, I'm going to have to do this whole thing all over for my Facebook crowd. But y'all hear what's playing in the background. You know what day it is. It is day 2 of Club Credit and Chill Power Mommy Moves with me, the one, the only Natural Lady Boss L Boogie. So we just in here, just jamming, things like that here at the happy hour or happy half hour, depending upon what it is. But I was over there talking with Periscope, and now we're here live with you guys. So I hope you guys have your pens, your pads from yesterday, because I'm going to be giving you some more notes about another Novae service that we have available. Every day I'm going to bring you something about what the services Novae has to offer while you get to chill out, relax, and de-stress after having another day of either working from home, working with your kids at school from home. So we're going to get it ready, right? So I was waiting to get it built up, but Periscope is already going, so we're just going to keep it going. So I'm going to introduce myself. I am the one, the only Natural Lady Boss L Boogie, and like I said, you are here with the Power Mommy Moves Club Credit and Chill Happy Hour. So I stated before that every day I'm going to bring you something live about the Novae products and services that we have available, right? So today we are going to be talking about personal and debt consolidation loans. Now, of course, with everything that's going on in the world today, so to speak, people's finances are taking a major hit. A lot of times before emergency happens, you might not really think about the what ifs. What if this happened? What if I lost my job? What if I got laid off temporarily? What ifs, those major what ifs, we don't think about it, right? But because of this, now a lot of people are thinking about, oh my gosh, like, what am I going to do? Now it's not the what if, now it's the what am I? What am I going to do? I don't have the income. Hi, boo. Hi, Eddie Gabu. I love you. I miss you, man. Like, this the only way I get to talk to you guys is through live TV. I miss you, boo. Us essential workers is crazy right now, but I'm glad they finally let you go. I'm working at home as well temporarily, but I'm going to have to go back out in the field soon because, just like you, I am an essential worker. All right. Alicia Friday Goins, thank you for joining. I know you cooking. That's why I wasn't worried about it. And of course, the camera switched around again. So apparently you guys can see me. So it's all good. So I was talking about that. We're going to be discussing about no-based personal loans and debt consolidation loans, right? So Novae provides access to top lenders that compete against each other for services for you. So they're going to compete to get your business. They want to help you get your loans, So all of this happens on one platform, just to let you know that. So what I mean by one platform is you don't have to worry about filling out multiple applications. It's just one application that you're going to fill out. Steady tripping. This Facebook Live producer is tripping. But it is what it is. We keep going. I'll fix it some other time. I ain't got time now. But instead of filling out multiple applications, you're going to fill out one application, but it's loan inquiry, and it's all with basic information. So your name, your address, your income, things like that. So all this information just goes on one application, and then it just goes out to these different lenders, and they're vying for your business, right? So what happens next is all of this is real-time pre-qualifications, right? There's a difference between being pre-qualified and pre-approved, because a lot of times when you're pre-approved, you still have to go through the qualifications process. So right? You know that they have well, so this, when it comes to that, I lost train of thought. Listen, looking at Erica, I'm sorry. I gotta respond to this girl. 2 days. Yeah, I heard that you guys are 2 days in the field, 3 days out. I'm all the way out, but you know how who we work for, how it is. They don't even consider us essential workers, but they got us out there. But we're gonna change all of that. But with these real-time pre-qualifications, I was talking about that, right? So the pre-qualifications and pre-approved, when it comes to being pre-approved, you still have to be qualified for that approval. So you still will have to fill out an application, and you have to put out all your information to see if you even qualify for the pre-approval. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but that's what happens. So make sure that you understand when you get something in the mail that says you're pre-qualified or you're pre-approved. 9 times out of 10, you want to make sure that you're pre-qualified for the approval. So what happens is you get to view your rates, right? So you're going to view your rates once you've submitted your information. And then you're going to choose the best offer amount amongst the top lenders that have already pre-qualified you based upon your information. So you put all your information in the computer. Whoever it's okay. Whoever is the one who shared this with you, if it's me that you're watching and I'm the one that you want to get in contact with, you make sure that you will go through a certain website. You're going to put in all your information, and the time frame for this, a lot of people would think it's going to take a couple weeks to see that you're going to get approved. No, you usually find out you've been approved within a day. You get your decision within a day. That's the best part. It's quick funding. So you get your money as little as a day, right? Yeah. So Erica over here on Facebook said, so pre-approved, you still have to get qualified. Yeah. Yeah, because you see a lot of those offers that come and you've been pre-approved, but you still see an application in there, and you're like, well, if I'm already approved, why am I filling out this form? Well, what happens is they pre-approved you based upon a soft hit from your credit report. So when that soft hit comes, it doesn't affect your credit score. But once you fill out that form and you submit it in, now that's a hard inquiry against your credit, which of course will knock your credit down, especially if you do not have a high credit score. So with the personal loans through Novae, they can help you with, like I said, debt consolidation, credit card refinancing, home improvement, major purchases, business, vacation, moving, relocation services, medical expenses, and taxes. And trust me, I'm going to need that moving and relocation. Boy, am I going to need it, because I can't take it no more. And neither can my child. We had a discussion today. Yeah, I'm not just going to pick a place on the map, but trust me, relocation is coming, because I knew it's real when my child said, I hate living in New York. I don't want to live here no more. It was like, oh, it's really real. I already had discussed it with my mom. Now it's up to me to make it happen. And hopefully, if you guys are out there trying to make sure that you have better things for your family, I can help you as well make it happen. So here are some questions that come along when you asking about the Novae loan services that we have. So one question that we get is, does it affect my credit score? Now that's a good thing, because I just said that when you get these offers in the mail, that you have to submit the application, and then they let you know if you've been approved or not. So when you submit your information, it does not impact your credit score. So it's basically a soft inquiry, so to speak, because it doesn't impact your credit score, right? So the next question that we usually get is, how much can I apply for? Now, you're not going to be able to have a 400 credit score and go out and be like, you know what, I need a $500,000 or I need $100,000 loan to get me through everything and I'll be good. No, it's not going to work like that. But you can get up to $100,000. But they will also consider your credit score, your income, and other qualifications or factors that they're looking at, because each lender works differently. They have their own factors that they look at in order to lend out this money. So you can get up to $100,000, but it's not going to be because you have a 400 credit score. You got to probably have a higher credit score to get that $100,000. And you just might need some income, because if you can't show you can't pay back the money, why should they lend you money? It's just like with your family. They ask you, or somebody asks you to loan you money, to loan them money, but they don't have the money to pay you back. But you always get that, I promise I'll pay you back. We used to do it with our parents. I used to do it all the time. Like, oh, can I borrow $20? When you gonna pay me back? I'm gonna pay you back with good grades. That's how I'm gonna pay you back. And I got good grades, so it wasn't like I wasn't lying. But another question that we get is that can you prepay for the loan early? So what that means is, a lot of times you might get the option to pay off the loan early. It's just like with a car. You buy a car and you end up paying so much on your car that it might be a lump sum left that you want to pay that whole thing off and don't have to worry about it. Well, with these Novae loans, you can do it, but you have to make sure to find out from the lender what information is involved with that. And if there's a penalty, usually there is no penalty, but once again, you will have to find out from the lender of who you're getting the loan from through Novae. Now, Novae is not the company that's giving you the loans. That's one important factor that you need to know. Novae is not the ones that's handing out the loans. We're getting you in contact with the lenders who will offer you these loans. We're just the middleman, but we're the middleman that can make it happen. Another question that they have is, how long do you have to repay? How long do you have to repay for the loan? So typically you have a year to 5 years to pay back your loan, depending upon the amount and things like that. But you definitely want to make sure that once you are approved for the loan and you get your loan money, make sure you make your payments. As I stated yesterday, when you make your minimum payments, it's okay, but it needs to be more than just your minimum payment. So I used the example yesterday. If your minimum payment is $25, you don't want to pay $25. You want to make sure you pay $50. You want to make sure you pay $70 if you can. I know times is hard right now for a lot of people, because you're trying to, literally, you're robbing Peter, who don't have money, to pay Paul, who has money. It's a crazy analogy, but it is what it is. Like, we're out here, a lot of people are out here struggling to pay the bills, but they're taking what they have and they're literally using inch by inch. But there's help. There's a lot of help out there. You guys need to make sure that wherever you're looking at this, especially across the United States, I know a lot of people feel as though the government is not helping, so to speak, but look at your local government and see what they're doing to help you guys out, as far as with food stamps. They are boosting up people's food stamps with emergency food stamps. I used to work for which is called Department of Social Services. So I know a lot of times during these emergencies, they do hand out emergency food stamps, but once again, you have to qualify for these services. So make sure, and you don't have to go down to the office itself. You can go online, you can call to find out how to qualify and how to apply for emergency services. But guess what else you have access to when it comes to these Novae loans? You have access to auto loans. That's right. You can get a car loan through Novae, as well as you can get student loans. Yes, so you can get access to car loans and student loans through Novae. Now, like I said before, Novae is not the ones handing out the loans. We are just getting you to the lenders so they can help you get the loans. Novae is getting you to the loans. We are not handing out the loans. But at the same time, I don't know who just tried to send me a message while I'm doing live, because I know I posted I was doing this, but it's all right. But, you know, at the same time, with these auto loans and these student loans, you can get the best rate, better than what you'll get from a car dealer or what you would get from the student loan from your school, you know, because it's all about a profit. Any loans is all about a profit. But a lot of times we don't read the fine print when it comes to the loans. So we're just like, okay. And I know when it came to my loans for college, I didn't read much. I didn't read much about what it was. It was just, okay. And then my school went 3/4. So we had 3 semesters a year, so to speak. I'm sorry. We had 3 semesters a year. So you had your first semester, second semester, third semester, which equals your first year. So by the time you finish, you like, why do I have 12,000 different loans when I took out one loan? No, what they did was for every quarter that you took out. So FAFSA only works in 2 quarters. So they did half, so to speak, for your first quarter, and then they challenged they took the next half and put it towards the third quarter. So as long as you were in school, they had to split it up. So when I finally saw my credit report one day, I was like, what the hell? Like, why do I have so many loans? I was only in school for my bachelor's for 2 years because I went to another school. And my mom had an accident. So she's actually was in a car accident with my god sister. They was in a car accident. And I dropped out of school. Like, it wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts. I dropped out of school to take care of her. And when she got her settlement money, she paid for me to go back to school. She said, you know, it's time for you to go back. Like, it's okay. Like, after I dropped out of school, I was taking care of her. And then I got pregnant. I had my son. So I'm taking care of her. I had my son. My stepdad was still alive. So, you know, I had a lot of help. So I was good, you know. But when it was time for me to go back to school, she paid my entire bill of schools that I owed. And it wasn't even a lot. But the fact that she paid it, and she was like, there goes, here you go do what you got to do. So I took my car, had my son in my car, and I went to the schools and I paid off everything. So that was the first set that paid off, but it was great. But then when I went back and finished my bachelor's and I finished my master's, it was like, how the hell did I get 100,000 debt in student loans? Well, of course, you have your forbearance, you have your deferments that you putting off because it was bad. Like, no one was really hiring. You know, they'll tell you, oh, well, you know, yes, get a degree and we're going to hire you. So when you get the degree and you have the education, they tell you what? You don't have no experience. So in between, I mean, I was working before, I had some experience, but they're like, no, you don't have enough experience. Okay, so let me work and then I'm going to go back and get my master's. Then I started working. I worked for a while and then I went back to get my master's. So now I'm like, okay, I should be good now. I had a real good job. I got promoted very quickly. I was a real estate agent, so to speak, at a property that I used to live at. I was a leasing agent, actually, not even a real estate agent. I was a leasing agent, and I quickly ranked up until I couldn't rank up no more. So the day that I quit my job was the day I started my master's. And after that, I did not work for 5 years. I was out of work for 5 years. So of course, you out of work when you're doing your master's. They want the payments like as soon as you graduate. Payments stop while you're in school, but once you graduate, boy, they was knocking. They was like, okay, you finished school, so here goes your receipts. We need you to start paying back the loan. But now with Novae Money getting you access to these student loans, you will have better rates, and that's a whole lot, especially now the interest rate is 0%. Now, I'm not saying run out, go buy a car, run out, go get your student loans, but we have a lot of kids that are not going to be able to have that graduation because of this virus that's going on. But we want to make sure that the kids and the parents are well informed about their options when it comes to student loans and things like that. You definitely want to fill out the FAFSA because you can qualify for a lot of grants, and Pell grants, regular grants, scholarships that a lot of times they want you to fill out a FAFSA. So definitely fill out that FAFSA. I talked to my son. He's a junior now in high school, and we're getting ready to gear up to do all of that. And he did an assessment today of what he wanted to do, and it came down to 3 topics. It was information technology, engineering, science, and math, and the last one was finance. I was like, well, I know where the finance came from. Finance definitely came from me. IT and engineering, he has a knack for it. So, and also gaming, because that's what he's doing right now, is playing video games. So hopefully if anybody's out there want to hire a kid to be a game tester, get in contact with me because I want my money back. Yeah, I want all my money back for the video games that I taught him how to play. No one else taught him. His mother taught him how to play video games. His mother taught him about basketball. It was his mama that taught him. It's time to get my money back. But when it comes to our finances, it doesn't have to be scary. We don't want to just jump the gun and just like, what? I'm going to go out and get a loan so I can pay my bills what I have right now. Look at, and that's why I said yesterday, make sure you're looking at your bills and what you have coming in. So you don't want to just like I said, go off half-cocked, apply for a loan, and you're thinking like, okay, I need $50,000 to take care of everything, when really you only need maybe $5,000. You don't want to overdo it because that $50,000 you have to pay back. And what happens when you don't pay back the loan? It hits your credit, and now you're dragging your credit back down again. And then you're calling me or the person who shared this broadcast with you, who's probably one of my business partners, tell me, we need to get our credit fixed. We messed up. So that is what you need to make sure you do. Make sure you know what you owe if you're going to go out and get a loan. So what are you guys doing like for the rest of the evening? So I hope you guys are definitely making sure to go back over your notes, because all of this is in culmination of everything that Novae has to offer. Every day I'm going to be doing this. It may not be long. Sometimes the broadcast might be 25 minutes. Sometimes it might be 45. But I'm going to give you an insight for tomorrow. I know for Monday and today, I didn't tell you what the topic is. But tomorrow, you definitely want to make sure that you are here at 6 o'clock. You want to make sure that you're sharing the broadcast, that you invite your friends, your family to the broadcast. Single parents, you know, this is definitely for you guys. I'm going to be going over Novae's home program, right? And if you don't know, the home program stands for Home Ownership and Mentoring Program. So this program that we have is helping thousands of individuals purchase homes. I have a goal that I want to help at least 50 single parents purchase their first home across the United States. That's my goal. Whether you relocate into another state, if you're in another state and you want to purchase a home, my goal is to help at least 50 single parents, single mothers, single fathers purchase a home for their family. And I'm going to get to that goal. That is my goal. I'm working with clients now, and now they've been hitting me up like, hey, I need to get back into Novae because it's time for me to get my house. Like, this really set it for me. I really need to get out of here. I'm actually going to be going through the home program as well, because, like I said, it's time for me to purchase my forever home. This is where I'm at, is my parents' home. I've never considered it my home, so to speak. You know, when you little, they were like, this is my house. So it stuck with me forever. So this is not my house. I will have my house, and I'm going to go through the home program. But tomorrow, that is the topic, is home ownership. And this is the time to get your stuff together, get your finances together. You, if you're married, your husband, whatever the case is, single parents, you already know, whatever it is, make sure that you are together and you are watching tomorrow's broadcast, right? But before tomorrow gets here, there's a call tonight that I want you guys to definitely get on. He's a fellow Novae business partner, and he's also one of the phenomenal leaders that he has a call tonight that you definitely need to get on. And it's what it takes to get an 800 credit score. Now, we all want that 800 credit score. If you was on the call last night with Mr. Mark Anthony Bates, he told you his story about how he has two little girls, and he didn't start out with an 800 credit score. He actually started out with a 680, I think he said. And he did some things that he had to do as far as his finances and paying off bills. And his credit did take a hit when he was trying to get custody of one of his daughters. And it was going back and forth. But now he's looking at a 625, and 829. He actually did get up to 850, but he slid back down. And it will happen when you are doing credit education and credit restoration. Your credit goes up and down. So people think that, I'm going to go through it and my credit is going to shoot through the roof. No, it's not. I can tell you from personal experience, it's not. Like, I had a giant increase and I was like, oh, snap. And the next moment I said, what the hell just happened? Like, my score dropped because there's other underlying factors. There's other underlying factors that you have to consider. And I can tell you one thing, I missed one payment. I missed a payment. And now I'm like, can y'all write them and tell them to remove that bad one payment off there so my score could go back up? But my score did go up. I'm ready for it to go up again. Matter of fact, it is time for me to make a payment. So I'm going to do that once I finish this live today, as well as, so I always let you know that as this single mom, I got to cook. So I'm going to have the music playing and I'm going to be cooking. I would love for somebody else to cook, but I can't have y'all in my house because I have the queen up in her tower protected from everything. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and joining me today. Make sure you are on the call tonight. I'm going to drop the flyer here in the comments once I get off. And make sure you're back here with me tomorrow with the Power Mommy Moves Club Credit and Chill. You know, I had my drink. I ain't forget. I had me and Periscope. We was toasting and drinking already. So I hope you guys. But every day my drinks will probably get a little stronger and stronger. So Erica, you know how we do. You know how we do. On Saturday, I'm gonna have a special broadcast, but tomorrow make sure you join me. Thursday and Friday, make sure you join me right here at 6 p.m. And I'm glad I got it all done. And I'm playing some tunes over here. So I'm going to get to my tunes. You make sure that you wait for me to drop that picture and information for the call tonight, as well as, oh, I forgot one more. Thursday, I posted it already. Periscope, you guys may not see me on Facebook, but Facebook, you guys saw that I posted on Thursday, this Thursday, April 2nd, the CEO and president of Novae, Mr. Rico McCambry, is going to be doing a live broadcast. And I'm telling you, you definitely want to get on there because there's $2 trillion out there. There's trillions of dollars out there, actually, like with a T, not millions with an M, not billions with a B. I'm talking trillions with a T. Like, it's trillions of dollars out there, and you can get it. You can get some of that $1 trillion. The $1 trillion stimulus package that's out there. It's some of that is for your to get, but you have to know how to get it, the best way to get it, and what to do with that money. The same way with the stimulus package that they're going to be setting up for families. You know, you want to make sure that you don't just blow that money. So if you are interested in what I talked about today as far as the Novae loans or just more of what Novae has to offer, make sure you drop a comment here, or you can text me at 609-269-4685 and make sure you comment credit help so I know that you're coming from my live broadcast. Once again, thank you so much for joining the Natural Lady Boss L Boogie, and I'm getting out of here because I'm hungry. You guys have a great night. Peace. Make sure to share the broadcast.